What is up, Metal4Metal Universe? We got a killer episode of heavy metal news for you guys today. It's been a while since we've done a news episode, but we got some great news, including Behemoth's new single. It's been out for a little while, but we finally got a chance to cover it for their new record, I Loved You at Your Darkest. Plus, we got some nice interviews from Dave Mustaine, including a Slash interview talking about a collaboration. Well, that not talking about a collaboration, but said they would like to do one. And of course, our main topic that we have is, does Marilyn Manson have it anymore? I don't think he does, so we're going to be hearing about that towards the end of the episode. Stick around, guys. It's all hard, it's all fast, it's all sweaty here on Metal4Metal. What is up, Metal4Metal Universe? I'm PJ Steven. I'm here with Dennis Parker. We're going to give you an awesome episode of heavy metal news. Cool episode that we have for you guys today. A lot of underground news that we've been trying to look at. Some of it a little bit old.
Too loud, man. Too loud. Wow.
I'm sorry.
People are trying to sleep here.
Is Dio too loud?
People are trying to sleep in this household, man. People got to be working tomorrow. Not me. I don't got to be working.
I got to be in the work in the morning. I'm still up.
I don't have to be working tomorrow. Fuck that shit.
Oh yeah, you don't. You got a big boy down.
I don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
So it's good to be here with you. What have you been listening to lately?
Let's see. I've been listening to a lot of nothing really, actually. Nothing really more.
You haven't listened to anything.
I haven't been listening
to video games.
I've been listening to shit, but nothing like worth mentioning really. I mean, what's the last thing I listened to? Okay. I was listening to Mega Colossus. You know what? I've been listening to a lot of Ice War lately.
Okay.
The band that I've been talking to you about.
Is that something you got in the Metalhead box, or is that something you just found?
Ice War I found in the Metalhead box, but then I was also listening to that other band I showed you, Flesh Meadow.
Okay.
That band is really cool. Very death metal, very technical. I like them. But Ice War is like a new wave British heavy metal band, man. They sound straight out of the fucking 70s. Love Ice War.
I feel bad. I still haven't listened to the CDs that I got in my last Metalhead box. I was excited about the pins that I got in there.
Pins are cool. Yeah.
Pins are cool, and that's it. And I haven't listened.
I got the Ice War. I got some other lame CD from some guy named Lance something. Yeah, I listened to it for like a second, and I was like, I don't like this. And then I forgot the other CD. Excuse me, I forgot the other CD that I got, but I did like it. But Ice War was definitely the favorite that I got.
Something I've been checking out is they redid the Killing Is My Business and Business Is Good. They remastered it
yes,
for
the
15th fucking time or something.
Did they still block out these?
No,
boots?
they don't. But they don't. Dave Mustaine had to re-record it, so it sounds weird, and he had to use the original lyrics. He didn't use the lyrics that he had on the original.
But it's not
bleeped out. But it is noticeably different because you have like 20-something-year-old Dave Mustaine. Now you have like 50-year-old something Dave Mustaine singing at the very end of the album. So you can notice it, but it's still better than just beep every couple.
Do you think
minutes.
that you think that was a loss? Like, do you think that it was unnecessary, I guess is the way I should say?
I think it's just kind of crazy that I would have just taken the whole fucking thing off. I don't really think that these boots is even that worthy to be on there. I don't really get it. I mean, like, if I couldn't do it the way I wanted to, I would just scratch it.
Yeah.
Like in the last remastered one where they just bleeped the whole thing. I would rather just not have it.
Yeah.
Just take it out. Just we don't need it in there. Instead of just beep every second. No. Just take
Well,
it
guys,
out.
speaking of new records, we're gonna get right into the news here with Behemoth's new single. It's been out for a little while, like I said. God Equals Dog.
Mm-hmm.
Or is it Dog Equals God?
God equals dog.
And it's a fucking banger.
What I like is like when you look it up on YouTube, they give you the clean version of it, but the video is so messed up.
Yeah.
Like, it's very sinister. It's very metal. I really like the video. It's really cool. It's a good song too.
I've listened to the other songs. That is the single off the record, but the record is called "I Loved You at Your Darkest." Comes out when, October something?
October 5th.
October 5th. There's a couple songs in here that really catch my eye.
But just the names.
Yeah, we are the next 1,000 years, and then there's "If Crucifixion Was Not Enough," "Wolves of Serbia." Serbia. That's what I'm trying. No, because it doesn't have an R.
Oh. Serbia's like a Russian.
Didn't it? Serbia. So there should be an R. This says Siberia. That's what it is. Siberia. That's what it is. I can't fucking read.
That's a very cold place.
And there's a lot of wolves there. So I'm looking forward to hearing this record. I really am. I think the last new record that I heard that I really enjoyed was the latest Saxon record, which was fantastic.
You actually brought up that the last time we actually covered Behemoth is when they got in some hot water with the Polish government because one of their T-shirts was a mock of like their flag
their coat of arms.
Yeah, their coat of arms. Yeah. I hadn't thought of that in a long time. That's an old episode.
I wish I would have bought that shirt. I regret not buying that shirt.
Yeah, I'd buy the shirt and the flag and the poster. And I like that it upset people.
That's my thing, yeah.
I remember thinking it was great. It's almost like Slayer. Like, I mean, on a lot of the Slayer albums, it just has the American flag turned upside down at the bottom. Like, it's almost like the United States government just coming after them.
I like that.
Luckily, we don't do that here in the land of the free.
This is the greatest country.
Right.
And getting back to it, I mean, like, this song is really killer. Behemoth, to me, has not put out a whole lot of shit. I think they're a fantastic band. I loved seeing them open up for Slayer this past year. Really good shit. Either way, Behemoth's new song, God Equals Dog, go check it out. What we got coming up next?
Moving on to Ronnie James Dio. They are having an auction. They're auctioning off 666 random things from his collection.
I got our number $30 over there. Then we got $45 number 2, we got a number.
So, just some of the things is a 1961 Gibson bass guitar that is estimated to sell for $10,000. They have medieval weaponry, religious artwork, a personal Asteroids arcade cabinet, which I would be super.
Yeah, I like that.
I would be super interested in having that. A Mickey Mantle autographed baseball. That's interesting.
Interesting, yeah.
That's very interesting.
He was a baseball fan.
Yeah. I don't know if maybe he has like a bag of weed or something. I know he always said he smoked like
a bag of weed.
He always said he smoked like half a joint before he went out on stage. So.
Well, I would like his step stool, whatever he used to get up to the stage.
You still wouldn't want to go see his hologram?
No, I would never. No, okay, let me take that back. I guess I would want to see the hologram, but
how much would you pay? Like let's say,
and not anything over $50.
Oh wow, okay, I was thinking like $20.
Okay, I would pay.
Would you go see? I mean, just see like some of his like the musicians from.
See, that's the thing. That's why I would go to see Vinny Appice and to see, I don't know, Glenn Hughes on bass, or to go see whoever is working.
I'm thinking $20. I'd totally pay $20.
I still don't think it's even almost worth the money. Like, I still think it should be a tour. If they're gonna do it, there should be like a one-off thing that they do. It shouldn't be like the tour of Dio, and it goes back to my argument of like you can't get the little things out of a concert. You can't get the little nods and the little, I mean, I got to sing "Lights Out" by UFO. I got to sing a lyric of it with David Reed Watson from Kill Ritual. Dio's not going to hand you the mic and, so he's just going to be a hologram that you can throw something through.
It's going to be something pre-recorded.
And I just, you can't get that spirit of a concert. And maybe I'm just saying that because I'm sitting here and I'm not at the concert, but I don't know. That's just my opinion of it.
$20 is my thing. I'd pay $20 for it.
Anyway, go and auction and sell your soul for some Dio shit.
Yeah, I mean, she did say,
she isn't Wendy?
Wendy, his wife. Say, I'm glad that Ronnie's extensive collection of items will go to his fans, museums, collectors around the world to be displayed for all to enjoy.
It's good because she could have just like sold it to fucking museum and said fuck it, but she's giving it to fans.
Kept it. I mean,
she could have just kept it.
I mean, that's probably what I would have done. But I mean, like, it's been a while, so I guess it's.
She's probably kept certain things,
Yeah, I'm sure she has certain things, but I mean, I guess it's best not to hoard
exactly
all the good things, and just let things that Ronnie used to have.
I agree.
Just go out to the fans. So I'm cool with that. I like it.
Well, let's move on to talking about another concert that I'm seeing here pretty soon, September 11th. Deep Purple opening up for Judas Priest. Judas Priest talking about Firepower may not be their final record. Talk to me, Dennis.
Right. So
chat me up about this.
Basically, what they're saying now is they were asked if they thought that Firepower would be their last album because, as we know, that Glenn is having some problems with Alzheimer's and things like that. But asked by an interview, they asked if Firepower will be the last album due to Templeton's condition, and they're saying that we're not
Tipton, not Templeton.
Timpton, I'm sorry.
Tippleton.
I'll just edit that out. Timpton. No, I'm not gonna edit that out. I'll do that.
No,
Okay. There's no reason that there shouldn't be anything. He can play still for short periods of time.
I mean, he can do studio work. He just can't tour.
Right. They said even on a bad day, he can still play. It's just that he can't handle like a full set, like a full rigorous tour. And that Andy Sneap is still going to be filling in for them for the
who produced the record, right?
Yeah, he produced the record, so he's still going to be playing guitar for it. And so, I mean, he's still part of the band. He's and he still comes out on tour with them every now and then. So, I think that full well that he will still be on the next album.
Yeah, talk to me about this. Like, in your opinion, do you think that Firepower should be their last one?
No.
No,
it was good.
It was really good.
It was really good.
Really good.
Yeah, because I mean, even with Nostradamus, I did not like that album one bit.
I didn't like Nostradamus,
and I didn't think that should be the last one.
And Redeemer of Souls, I thought was decent, but I mean, like this one though was
Redeemer of Souls.
Miles, so good. I can't wait to see them. I looked at the set list a little bit. They're playing a couple songs off Firepower. They play Painkiller. They play Touch of Evil. They play, and then they play the hits. Breaking the Law, Metal Gods, and Living After Midnight. They don't play anything off Screaming for Vengeance except You Got Another Thing Coming, which is a little rough to me because Screaming for Vengeance is my favorite Priest record. They do play Ram It Down. They play, The Ripper and
all the ones you would expect them to play, right?
Yeah, but I would really like them to play Electric Eye, shit like that, man. I fucking love Screaming for Vengeance,
Well, maybe they will on the next tour.
Yeah.
Maybe this
anyway.
Changing it up a little bit, but no, I definitely do not think that just because one of their band members is going through a hard patch in life, that even though he's still into the band, he's still willing to record the albums with them. No, I mean, no, they should keep going on as long as they can.
I agree.
Without a doubt.
I agree. And do you see? Let me ask you this: do you feel the same way about Maiden?
I feel the same way just about every metal band.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
They should keep going.
Just keep going. Like, even if I don't like your album, just keep fucking going. You know what? Because it's just somebody out there is going to like it. Even if I don't, because me, I'm just old and caught up in my own ways, and I kind of like what I like and whatever. But just because I don't
That's
like
the thing with you. If something doesn't catch you within like a couple seconds.
Yeah, you got a minute. You just have a second to catch me. And because I can tell, even if I don't like it on the first go around, that I probably will like it just listening to it more and more. But anyway, just keep going until you're dead.
Well, we're going to talk about someone that, in my opinion, should not keep going at the end of the episode. We're going to keep going this news here, though. Talk to me about Dave Mustaine.
Dave Mustaine here. Okay, so this is something that.
I had an issue with this.
Yeah. So basically, I thought that he was kind of giving Junior, David Ellefson, I guess that's how I sometimes I forget to say the F in there. He was saying that he goes from being a star to a superstar on stage.
He said that he has moments where he goes from a star to a superstar. And
I think that's just him just saying something nice.
But then when you read the article, he's just saying he's like, or read the article, you read the interview, and Mustaine is just like, there are times where I look at Dave, there are times where I look at David, and when he's on stage and he goes from a star to a superstar, and to me it's just like, but in my opinion, he's always a superstar, man. That's been your guy since day one, I don't know. And then he talks about you look at Led Zeppelin, all four of those guys were superstars. You look at AC/DC, Angus. He talks about, I think, Angus and Brian, or Angus and Bon, I can't remember which one, are superstars, and the other ones are just quote unquote stars. So is he trying to compare? Is he trying to say that he's a superstar? And then sometimes Dave is a superstar as well? It's just weird, dude.
I'll try to go through this real quick. This is a little transcript from the interview he's talking about. It's like, when I told these guys, for example, Led Zeppelin had 4 superstars. If you think of a band like, say, AC/DC, they had maybe people would argue two superstars, Angus Young and the frontman, right? So at times...
Go ahead.
Okay, so especially when there's a high school band, maybe all four of you are just musicians, but one guy's got the spark and he's got what it takes and maybe he becomes a star. And that's why most bands don't make it, because they've only got one guy that's the star and the rest are just musicians. I think we've been really lucky because David Ellison has moments of greatness where he goes from being a star to a superstar. Most notably is the riff I wrote for Peace Sells, but Who's Buying. When I showed him that, he embraced it, and people fell in love with his playing, and the rest is history.
See, it's one of those. You're a superstar because
of a riff I wrote.
Yes, yes.
Well, I guess. I mean, that's Dave for you. He's kind of like, he's always got to take a little bit of cred for it, you know.
I don't know. It's a weird interview to me. And usually, I always back Dave Mustaine with a lot that he says, not like politically or anything.
I think he was trying to.
I get it. I think he's trying.
I think he was trying to say something nice, but he just kind of came off as a little bit of arrogant.
Okay, I can agree to that. I can agree to that.
You know, because that's just who he is. You know,
because when I first
at least
read
he tried. At least he tried to say something nice, I guess.
Yes. When I first read it, I was like, "What the hell does that mean?"
Because I've never really heard him say, even whenever David Ellison left the band for a while and tried to sue Dave Mustaine, I don't remember reading the interviews, like all the interviews I read, I don't remember Dave really talking a lot of shit about him.
No.
During that.
Why would he? He's a star.
And
then sometimes he's a superstar.
And then finally, when Junior came back for the Rust in Peace 25th anniversary tour, all that, you know, he got back in the band.
Wait, he even talks about, he's like, you know, how's your relationship with Junior? And he's like, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Better than it's.
I guess.
Fuck him.
I think it's JP, my buddy JP, plays bass in Guardians War. Like he says, I remember one day he came up to me. He says, "Which one do you like better, pretty good or not bad?" And it took me a while, and I was like, I prefer not.
Pretty good.
No, I prefer not bad.
I like pretty good.
Because pretty good is like, yeah, it's pretty good, but then like not bad, it's like, well, it's not bad, which means like. It's anything possible.
Kind of sounds like is the glass half full or half empty. There's the same thing.
I think I prefer not bad. Like if I were to give you a meal and you go, "This is pretty good," I'd be like, but if you go, "This is not."
But that's
bad.
what I probably would say. It's like if you cook me a steak and gave it to me, I'm like, "This is pretty fucking good," you know. Like that's not a bad thing.
Well, that's
to say,
right. It's not a bad thing. Anyway, we're in.
Okay.
All right.
Anyway, so moving on to our main topic is Marilyn Manson.
I got a lot to say about this.
Yeah, you have a lot more to say about than I do. He cuts the Houston concert short due to food poisoning. So he came out. I believe he was playing with Rob Zombie, wasn't he? At
the Twins of Evil tour.
Yeah, and he got like 4 songs into it, and then he had to back out and leave. But from what I've read about this beforehand, was that he really came out and tried to sing, and then he's just like, no, fuck, I can't do it. But there has been other times where the show had been postponed. You know, he's supposed to go on at, say, 7 o'clock, and then 8 o'clock comes around, and they're like, where's Manson? And then, like, the tour manager comes out and is like, this isn't happening.
And
so I think that's a lot worse than someone coming out and trying to do it.
That's not bad.
I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad.
No, right? It's just, you know...
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
It's one of those things where it's like, okay, he hurt his ankle. And even you said, and this I'm not putting words in here, even you said when you saw that video, you were like, it didn't look that bad.
Oh, with the
no pun intended.
Where the prop fell on him?
And he broke his ankle.
Yeah.
But he came back pretty quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he cut that show off, if memory serves me.
He did.
Because, I mean...
And that was even before the Twins of Evil tour. And
then again, I believe I did show, like, I did say in that like I didn't know if that prop was made out of styrofoam or you know, steel, you know, but I just remember thinking like, oh, like it didn't seem like too bad, you know, maybe just like that's kind of more embarrassing than anything.
And then there's other times where he just didn't show up, or he just...
That's bad. Like when you start playing an Axl Rose kind of shit where you just don't show up
and
you just
you know,
go out on
things
stage because my throat's hurting me a little bit as you're sitting there drinking some alcohol.
And here's the thing too, you know, he goes out and he picks fights with his guitarist all the time and just doesn't fucking... I don't know. And I'm not shitting on Manson. Let me go ahead and get that straight. I respect Marilyn Manson for the shit that he does and the shit that he used to do where he just doesn't give a fuck. I love that. Don't get me wrong. But I'm probably gonna get a lot of heat for saying this, and I mean, chat me up about it. But I mean, I think Marilyn, throw in the towel. It's done. Your last record wasn't that great. You're going on tour with Rob Zombie. It's the only reason, in my opinion, that people are getting tickets to this thing because they want to see Rob Zombie, not Marilyn Manson.
That's what I heard, because they played in Myrtle Beach, or he played in Myrtle Beach just by himself. There was no opener or anything, and it was pretty packed. And he came out and he played the whole.
Zombie was with Marilyn, wasn't
it? Not at
Myrtle Beach.
Not at Myrtle Beach.
I wasn't aware of that. I was not aware of that.
It was just him.
I will excuse that only because nobody comes to Myrtle Beach. Nobody comes to South Carolina. That's why they.
I really wanted to go to that. I just couldn't get the day off.
In Georgia, Erie Von Frankenfurter from Monsters from Outer Space went to go see it, and he said everyone put on a good show, and they did their cover of Helter Skelter, which I'm not a fan of, but
yeah, I thought it was.
But I stick to my guns.
From what I understand, this tour has gone a lot better than the last one because this isn't the first time that Zombie and Manson have done tours together.
Sure.
The last time they did it, there was some shit going on.
Well, do you think that Marilyn has heat from Zombie's band or from Rob Zombie for?
Apparently not because they're still doing it.
Well, I understand. Well, what are they going to do? Kick him off the tour?
Well, no, it never could have happened to begin with.
No, I'm saying during this tour.
Oh, during the tour.
Do you think that Zombie had or Marilyn has any heat from Zombie or his band?
No, I don't think so. I don't think.
You don't think so?
I could be wrong, but I mean, from what I understand, last time they did a tour together, it did not end well. Like they both had problems. They were talking shit about each other on stage, and I thought it would never happen again. And then here we are years later.
Yeah.
They're still touring together. They actually, and on top of that, they recorded a song together.
Yeah.
So
I just think that if I was touring with a band and he did things like not show up to the venue or just kept getting sick or whatever, I think I'd be really annoyed. And maybe he's not showing that because they're on tour. Yeah. But I'm saying in my heart of hearts, I think Zombie's just a little annoyed. I mean,
I'm sure Zombie is annoyed with it, without a doubt.
I think he's got heat. I think he's giving Manson a little bit of heat, maybe. But he's a professional, and he's just sticking to his guns.
I do agree, without a doubt, that it's definitely weak sauce when you just don't come out on stage.
Yeah.
I will say that, like, I would prefer Manson at least come out and play 4 songs and then bail than just not come out at all. But at the same time, I don't think that he should just call it quits because he's just not showing up on stage, because I would still rather just have some albums to listen to than him just not exist at all.
Okay.
I would say that. I mean, like,
maybe
I would be scared to ever go see him live because there would always be this little voice in the back of my head being like, "Is he going to show?"
Okay, maybe let me rephrase. He should give up touring.
Oh, just do like what the Beatles did at the end and just record from the studio and just never tour again.
Because if this is the kind of shit
I'd be okay with that.
I don't blame him for a thing. Let me get this straight. I don't blame him for something falling on his ankle and breaking his ankle.
Right.
I get that. Mm-hmm. But you don't show up and then you're sick all the time. Like, he's had the flu.
It's true.
Now he has food poisoning, blah, 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 blah.
I mean, what if it turns out, though, because, I mean, I don't know, but let's say that this guy actually has a genuine medical condition that we're not aware of, and we're sitting here just thinking, oh, he's a pussy, he's not coming out like, oh, he's got feet.
I never called him a pussy.
I'm just saying, but I mean, I think this what a lot of people may be thinking is like, oh, he ate some bad Chinese or something. Oh, he got food.
No.
Oh, he didn't come out on stage.
Well, here's what I think: if he's actually sick, he needs to get the help. But that doesn't excuse the fact that he still shouldn't be touring.
Right. Because if you're in a medical condition where you can't tour, then you should just cancel.
Because
give people back their money.
Well, here's the thing too: because if that was the case, then Glenn Tipton would be touring right now, even though he's sick.
Right.
And then it would be one of those things where
that would be like, well, Judas Priest has to cancel every other show because he's sick.
So if you can't, if you're sick and you're really sick and you can't do it, don't tour.
That's a good point.
I'm not saying that don't stop making music. Always make music.
Right.
But just like you said earlier, even though you're not going to like it, somebody's
going to like it out there. Because even the last couple Manson albums.
But don't let fans down, and that's what, in my opinion, Manson is doing. Where it not necessarily his fault, but facts don't care about your feelings. You're letting fans down because you're not performing like you could, and that's what I gotta say about it.
Yeah, it's a fair point. Fair point. I agree.
What do you guys think? Do you think Manson should be calling it quits? Do you think I'm just an asshole? Do you think...
we all know you're an asshole.
Well, yeah.
We all know that.
I mean, but do you think that this is something, a real medical condition that Marilyn Manson might have? Hopefully we'll get some updates.
I hope not.
I hope not either. And look,
I hope that's
again,
not
I'm gonna reiterate. I don't hate Marilyn Manson. I didn't like the latest record, whatever. But I don't hate Marilyn Manson. I don't wish him to be sick or anything like that. My point is that if you are sick or whatever, or if you don't, don't tour, don't announce it. And I get you're in the middle of a tour now, so it's a little bit quote unquote too late. But
I will say that, like our friends, we had 3 friends who went to go see him in Myrtle Beach, and I was joking with them because I was jealous because I couldn't go. I was just like, well, he might not show up, and they were well aware of the fact that he may not show up, that something may not happen, and they went anyway.
But back to my point, that was here in South Carolina where no one ever comes to the House of Blues.
So it's worth the risk.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
But, I mean,
It's
maybe that's
true.
just me making excuses,
It's
but
true.
am I right? I mean,
Yeah.
I would have risked it too.
I would have risked. If
But-
I could have gotten the day off, I would have gone.
But if it's something like New York and shit like that, where there's always something going on or something like
Yeah.
that, I wouldn't have risked it.
Yeah. No, in South Carolina, you go see anyone.
And it might come your way.
Yeah, please.
Well, guys, I appreciate you guys joining us. Don't forget, we do have Metal4Metal shirts for sale. Of course, we have stickers, buttons, all that noise. Visit us on
Is there
our...
still this one?
Yeah, I still got this. I ran out of the white ones. Oh, those are almost out, though.
I like this. This is my favorite one so far.
The red ones?
Yeah.
What do you guys want to see next?
That was the original one. That was the Mark 1.
Yeah, that was the Mark 1. I like this one, too.
Metal. That one's good because that's like the same as my little.
Yeah. I like that. I
on
like
the
that
computer.
font. I remember
Yeah.
he doesn't watch the show anymore, but TJ made that font,
Right.
and
But this has been my favorite one.
that was done. That
It
font
was.
was done by Stacy's sister Lisa,
Right.
and
So remember, like they put it on a flyer or something. I was like, that should be.
and I told her,
that should be
yeah,
the
I was
font.
like, can I use that font? And she was fine with it. And I tagged her and all that shit and all that because
Yeah.
that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
But visit us on our Facebook page. Visit our website to grab your merch and all that noise. What do you guys want to see next? I got a cool idea for a nice font, or excuse me, for a nice logo. I'm not going to throw it out just yet. But yeah, we got plenty of stuff available. So thank you guys very much for joining us. Again, I'm PJ Steven. That's Dennis Parker. You guys have a wonderful night, and we will see you guys next time.
Silver monkeys, alien babies, amphetamines for boys and crucifixes for ladies.